Hi, it's the Prairie Orchard on August 26th, 2014. Today we're going to talk a little bit about goldenrod. Goldenrod is a very common plant that you see on the side of the road, but also on tall grass prairies. There are weedy forms, and then there are also forms that are most apparent in prairies. So let's just take a look at a couple different species of goldenrod that are here on the Prairie Orchard. This is tall goldenrod, the weediest of the goldenrods found in pastures and also beside the road. It can grow to be 7 feet tall. It has a stalk that has leaves that are long and thin. They're alternate, switching to different sides of the stem as you go up the stem, as opposed to being directly opposite to each other. The underside of the leaves has 3 prominent veins. The leaves are biggest at mid-stem and get smaller as you go up. In this particular plant, we see actually some of the lower leaves have died off already. It does branch, but it branches above the midway point of the stem and comes up to these beautiful yellow flowers and flowerlets that are all predominantly pointing up off of the stem. Again, a weedy form of goldenrod. Here we have stiff goldenrod, which is found in dry prairie lands throughout the tall grass region. It grows to 5 feet tall, but this specimen is only about 2.5, 3 feet tall. I suspect it's a younger plant. If you look at it carefully, you see on the stem the leaves look distinctly different from the tall goldenrod. We got these oval, flesh-like leaves that go up a hairy stem, up to a collection of flowers, which is shaped as sort of a grouping, an oval grouping with a flat top, which is distinctly different from the last set of flowers we saw. And as you look at the flowers themselves, they're very pretty little flowers with extended thread-like stigmas from their centers. So this is called stiff goldenrod, which is characteristic of some drier prairies in the tall grass region. This is Riddell's goldenrod, which from a distance looks similar to stiff goldenrod in that it has flat, roundish clusters of flowers at the top of the stems. But as you look more closely, you see a couple of differences. One, this is a smaller plant. This one here is about 2 feet tall, and it'll grow to about 3 feet tall. If you look more closely at the leaves, you see that as opposed to the fleshy oval leaves, we've got these thin, long leaves that are alternating off of the stem that often look like they're bent along the axis or folded along the axis of the leaf. They're somewhat hairy, just a little bit hairy, and a stem that's a little bit hairy, that go up to flowers that actually are coming off of all sides of the stem as opposed to just the top of the stem, as in stiff goldenrod. And then these beautiful little flowers that are more tubular in structure than the stiff goldenrod. So this is Riddell's goldenrod here on the Prairie Orchard.